All right, hey guys, welcome back to 234 in La Casa. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna make some fried kale, which I've done a video on that before. I'm gonna add some spinach to it as well. So I'm gonna show you all how I make spicy spinach. And then I'll mix the spinach and the kale together later, but I'm gonna start off with the spinach and show you all how that's made, okay? Okay guys, so I've got fresh spinach here. You can use frozen spinach as well. When I have used frozen over the years, I normally will use chopped spinach, not the leafy spinach. Okay, but I'm gonna be using fresh, and I normally will not use the stems. I don't really care for the stems, so I'm gonna remove those from this fresh spinach and also wash this fresh spinach. So that's going to be your first step, is washing your spinach and then cutting the stems off of the spinach if you want to. You don't have to. I just don't care for the stems. Okay, that's just a personal thing. Okay guys, so we've got the spinach washed, and so what you're gonna do is chop your spinach. You can use a knife if you want to, but I just take mine, I just use some scissors and go through and cut my spinach up. And just keep in mind that spinach, it holds a lot of water, similar to cabbage, but it also cooks down really, cooks down a lot. So if you want a whole lot of spinach, then you're probably going to want to buy, and you're doing fresh, you'll want to buy about 6 bunches or so. That's how far, I think most people know that, though, that just spinach, it just cooks away really fast. Okay, so I'm going to go through here and chop up the spinach and bring you all back. Place some olive oil in a pot, saucepan, and over medium-high heat, you're going to saute some onion and garlic. And so then this is the granulated garlic that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to add some kosher salt to that, those diced onion with the olive oil. So we're just going to saute this for about 3 to 5 minutes just to soften, probably not even that long. When I do my spicy spinach, I like for the onion to have some crisp to it, like, not be just totally soft. Nobody else really eats this spicy spinach. I mean, like my kids, they don't eat it. My brother does, and my dad does. So we enjoy onion, garlic, and stuff like that, and it doesn't have to be like super soft or translucent or anything. Okay, and so we're going to add this spinach to the olive oil and onion. And you can add a jalapeno to this. I would add a diced one to just mix in with the spinach. I love the way that tastes. Or you can add a whole one just for the flavor if that's what you would like. And so we're also going to go ahead and add our garlic. And like I said, I like a lot of garlic. And you can get yourself a little bit of chicken base and water to add to this as well, just to give some additional flavor. If you don't have chicken base, you can use chicken broth, or you can use chicken bouillon. I wouldn't use, if you use this amount of spinach, the amount that I'm using, I wouldn't even use a full cube of bouillon. I would probably just use a little bit of chicken bouillon, because you're not going to need that much. But I'm going to get some chicken base and add to this. And I'm going to dissolve the chicken base in some hot water. And this is a chicken base that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to use about half a teaspoon of it and put it in a container with some hot water. Okay. And then add it to this. And then what you're also going to add to this is some crushed red pepper. And the amount of crushed red pepper that you use is going to depend on the amount of spinach and the amount of heat that you like. And that's about how much water I'm going to be adding, because spinach makes a lot of water, like I said, so I don't want to have just a high water content in this spinach, because see, you can already see how it's starting to make water. That's not just olive oil, that's spinach water. So and you can tell it's already started cooking down as well. And I may not add any chicken based. I might. Let me just see. because normally when I put it in a skillet and fry it, like I'll do fried spinach, I just put olive oil in it. I don't add any, and that's when it's in frozen spinach. I normally don't add any kind of water or anything, and I don't think I'm going to add any now. I'll put this to the side because I'm going to make some kale and just use that for the kale. Okay, and then I'm going to use some Tony Chachere's, some Tonys for some more heat and a little bit of salt content. And of course there is going to be some salt in here from the onion, so I'm not going to add that much Tonys. And I'm also going to use Chef Prudhomme's Vegetable Magic. And this gives some spicy too. His seasonings are really good. Oh God, that smells so good. Okay, so we're basically done. I mean, it's you can let it cook a little bit longer if you'd like to, but I'm gonna leave it just like this. And I'm gonna make the kale too. So I'll bring you all back and to do the taste test on this spinach. Gosh, it smells so good. I may go ahead and add some diced jalapeno to this too. And you can add, and one other thing too, you can add bell pepper too. That's good with it as well. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and taste the spinach. And I'll show it to y'all too. I just put it in a container. I've got my kale going, and then I'm gonna combine both of them. But that's the spinach, and you can see the onion and the crushed red pepper in there. It smells really good. Very tender and very spicy. This is something I love to eat with with salmon croquettes. And you know, years ago I would eat it with pizza. I would make a cauliflower crust pizza and put some cheese on there or whatever, and have this fried spinach, spicy spinach as a side, and kind of eat it together with the sweet and the cheese, and it was really, really good. But this is normally something, like I said, that I eat with salmon croquettes. It's excellent. And I love all the onion in there and everything. It's really, really good. So if you're into spicy, you know, really spicy like spinach or kale or mustard greens that are spicy or whatever, then you would really enjoy this. And this is vegan, because I didn't use any chicken bouillon or anything like that. I just used olive oil, onion, and then the seasonings. But you can cook this in butter. Of course, that would take the vegan off the table, unless you decided to use a butter substitute, a plant-based butter, instead of using cow's milk butter. Then you would still be in the vegan category. All right, well, I will see you all back here for another episode of 234 in La Casa. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Have a good evening. Bye.